Real estate downturn has officially started. Texas, welcome to the swimming pool. Everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. Just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So here we go again. Let's dive into a little real estate forward thinking, critical thinking as we read between the lines and look between the cracks. And we got a lot of cracks forming, don't we, out there? All over the map. Throw a dart and you're going to hit an area doing a reverse course. Today we're going to visit Texas and examine a listing and take a look and see exactly what's going on there. Because the reality is this, we all see the news, we all see the channels, we all see the reports of the real estate downturn. I know for a lot of us, and I monitor a lot of agents all across the nation for you, my subscribers that are currently actively working with you. I see the feedback, I see what you're telling your agents, like we're waiting for this or we're looking at that. I see it all. Every area is behaving differently is the reality. I see a lot of agents with their feedback saying, the client wants to wait a little longer, and it's just that there's a lack of inventory and the competition's still stiff. That's true in many areas around the country as well. But we see the cracks, right? We see a lot of areas starting to crack. And Texas is one of those ones that's cracking. And in the last '08 bubble, I didn't see Texas do what they're doing now. They're kind of leading the charge. Now, in the last downturn, everybody pretty much had their turn in the barrel, just at different levels. But everybody kind of got hit. But Texas had this weird situation, all crisis-driven. Not for the crisis. We're not talking today. This is purely crisis-driven, friends. It's just an artificially induced housing bubble. Artificial, no organic growth, stimulus. That is the only reason we're in the mess we're in. And I call it a mess because we kicked the can too far down the road. Interest rates should have been risen the second it started to exhibit that bubble behavior, but for whatever reason, they just let it go. Whether it was on accident or on purpose, different video. But the reality is this. We're seeing some cracks. So for me, there's a kind of a comfort zone for me. I like to take, if I'm taking risk at all, and I don't like taking too much risk, but if I'm taking any at all, calculated risk. What's my financial exposure? Never go all in, and as much as I love real estate, even on real estate. Now, we've all went all in. We've all went all in our lives, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But I don't think you need to, gamble with your financial future at that level. And for me, just having a property go sideways in the '08 era, it left a bad taste in my mouth. And so even as a licensed agent today, like I said, helping a lot of you, I just don't want to see anybody go through that. And unfortunately, people are already going through that right now. Foreclosures are going up, people's savings accounts evaporating, credit card use going through the roof, stores closing down. I could go on and on and on. There's a lot of stuff right now that's threatening the economy, but more specifically threatening the U.S. housing market. And here's the challenge, friends. If we lose the U.S. housing market, we lose everything. It will take the whole economy into a severe recession. Why, you ask? Well, of course, I'm going to tell you. Because it's the biggest asset class in the world. All these bad loans and distressed properties start heading back to the bank. Banking crisis, bailouts, we're in deep water once again. But right now, there's going to be certain areas. If I was to monitor and heat map and temperature check, there's certain areas that I would probably look to, and ones I would probably stay away from. Now, like I said, it all comes down to financial exposure. How much financial exposure are you willing to take? Just don't go all in. I don't care if you're buying in an area that's still holding strong. As long as you're not going to be cash strapped to do it, let's talk. But the reality is this. Today, we're going to jump over to Texas because Texas is one of those states, because like I said, or was about to say, due to the crisis, inward migration. A lot of people fled to Texas. It was the place to go. So today we're going to take a little field trip over to San Antonio, Texas. Take a look at what's going on over there. Then we're going to meet back here and wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, friends, everything's bigger in Texas, including the real estate downturn. And while a beautiful place and not a bad place to live, unfortunately, a lot of people bought at the height of the bubble, and now they're watching their property values reverse course. Let's go ahead and jump into today's listing. First up, today's crash map, courtesy of our good fuzzy friends and failed iBuyers over at Zillow. Everything on your map going through the kiss of death, price reductions. All right, now let's go ahead and take a peek around and see what kind of condition our seller's in. And here we go, a decent looking place, but what do I see? It's sucking air, unoccupied, unstaged, and unlived in. They need to get this thing sold, and sold quick. Let's go ahead and jump in to the numbers and see what's going on over there. All right, here we go. Strike one. We're showing price reductions. $15,000 on their latest, now bringing it down to $190,000. Under a $200,000 home for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,600 square foot home. Let's go ahead and read between the lines and look between the cracks at our property description. And it's not so much what it says, it's how long they're taking to say it. They wrote us a novel. It's a mile long. That shows me possibly a little desperate. All right, now our value range. We're stuck on the market after price reductions at $190,000. What's the upper end of this property's value range? $190,000. They came on at the upper end of its value range. How many people are going to race over to see a property priced at its upper end? If we were making an offer, it would be at the lower end of its price range. Let's keep looking. Here we go. Our price history. We can see it's currently on the market at $190,000. It actually went into escrow and was contingent, but something happened. It fell out of escrow. Now our owner's still trying to get sold. They were at $210,000 when they started and even had it listed as a rental and eventually just took it to market. That tells me we need to get sold. But wait, there's more. If we were to give them their $190,000 stuck on the market price, which we wouldn't, our approximate cost to carry would be $1,266 a month. Now let's go ahead and jump over and see what our property's rent range is. Well, our property has an estimated rent range of $1,700 a month. Our cost to carry would be approximately $1,200 to $1,300 a month. Our property actually has cash flow opportunity, yet somehow we're still unsold. The price somehow or the market is scaring people off. They're not looking at this one thing that they should be looking at. Now let's go ahead and get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back, and there you go. So San Antonio, kind of a neat area. I got a client, one of you, a subscriber right now that's heat mapping that. That's why I brought this property up. I'm like, let's take a look and see what's going on in San Antonio. And the reality is this, friends. They're getting a little shock of their life. That's the property we looked at today, I like a lot, and here's the reason why. First of all, it's not a brand new cookie cutter, FOMO factory, spec home, postage stamp lot construction that popped up during the crisis. Existing construction with existing homes bought at all different times, so they're insulated from a lot of the severe blowback that maybe these foreclosure festivals will sweep in where everybody bought at the height. So I like things that are pre-existing construction, newer, not totally dated, newer. This thing didn't show super well. It's empty, it's sucking air. My guess is it's probably distressed because, first of all, it didn't show that well. They had it listed for rent. It looked like a good rental. It just looked like a good rental. That's a way you'd expect to see a rental look. But these owners are trying to sell it, and they're now going through the kiss of death along with half of the area, if not more. Price reductions. They're all going through price reductions. So it's your agent, what I'm looking at there is I'm going to go look at that. Hey, they're stuck on the market. They're chasing the market. Their fair market value is, where they're priced. We need to come in and test them with the offer at the lower end of their value range. We can see they're unoccupied. That means they're making a payment on a house that's not collecting rent, or they're not, enjoying the ability to live in it. That's a bad look. And they didn't have the money to stage it. So typically staged homes will sell very quickly, at least a lot quicker if you priced right, than an unstaged home, because we can imagine ourselves living in there. If it's just empty, it just kind of doesn't have the same feel as a home. That's why you see FOMO factories at those new developments always staged to perfection to get you to fall in love with furnishings and finishes and be willing to live in a postage stamp lot in order to do that. And I'm not knocking the new construction. A lot of them are beautiful floor plans. I just think that because you're exposed with everybody in those neighborhoods all buying at the height, in the event of a downturn, they're going to start dropping one by one and dragging your property value down versus a property that'll be insulated from a lot of that because there's a lot of people that bought years and years and years ago outside of the bubble. So there's a lot of things that I look for. But the number one here is, of course, price. When you can get something in the ones, it's something with the one in front of it, in the $200,000 range, decent looking house. Plus, it didn't show well for me. I like that. As my trained eye, when I see that, I like that because I'm like, oh, this is great. It's a blank slate. I can come in here and do some paint, new flooring, couple fixtures, Boom, this thing's up to snuff. Once again, looking really, really good. But another good thing is its cost to carry. Even with the standard amount down at today's interest rate, its cost to carry was lower than the property's rent range. That means when I hit the pillow at night, I know. I'm like, my payment's under what this thing would rent for. No matter what, I'm good. If the job goes away or whatever, I can rent this thing out and turn it into income property, which is what I would want for you to eventually want to do anyway. Let's jump in this house, live in it for a few years, then we'll save up money, go buy another house, put a renter in this one, do that a handful of times over 10 years. You now are sitting on a nice little real estate portfolio. And final thoughts I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy, wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested. Texas, San Antonio, welcome to the swimming pool. Basically Texas, welcome to the swimming pool. And a lot of other areas all across the country. That was one property today. There is plenty more out there just like that one. Same price range, same pencils out, same quality construction or year of property, insulated from a lot of the FOMO factory developments. There is a lot of places out there right now. For me personally, that's the way I look at listings. Whether that's the right way or the wrong way, I'll let you decide. I'd like to think that it's pretty sound thinking. As somebody who loves real estate, couldn't imagine doing anything else, loves helping people, would do it for free, and many times do. I'll continue to do my best every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well, or simply reach out to scottwaltersrealestate@gmail.com. We'll find you there. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.